Okay, bestie, grab your iced coffee because the internet is not holding back. Kim Kardashian is getting roasted left and right for what fans are calling her drunk walk at Fashion Week, after she walked to the runway for Balenciaga.
Me walking out of a room after forgetting why I went in there. Like, what am I supposed to think about this walk? Kim Kardashian walked for Balenciaga again, and that she did.
The Balenciaga thing, it was like, everyone was like, why aren't you speaking out? Why aren't you speaking out? And I'm like, wait, I'm not in this campaign. I don't know what's happening. Let me take a minute to research this. And then as soon as I saw what everyone was seeing on the internet and the reality of the situation, I completely spoke out and gave my thoughts on child porn and completely denounced it.
The clip's gone viral with people saying she looked completely out of it, like wobbly heels, confused stare, the whole mess. Some think she was tipsy, others say she was just trying way too hard to serve runway energy. But that's not all. Sources are claiming she had a backstage meltdown after clashing with a top designer. Was Kim thrown off by the drama, or was something else going on? Before we answer all your questions and unpack the full story, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single update. When it comes to fashion, Kim Kardashian doesn't just follow trends, she creates them. Over the years, she's completely reinvented her style again and again, from the early 2000s glam looks to her more recent high-fashion, minimalist aesthetic. Whether she's walking the Met Gala steps draped in couture or leaving the gym in a full monochrome Balenciaga set, Kim treats every sidewalk like a runway. Her obsession with fashion is more than just a passion. It's a full-time commitment, and sometimes it seems like it consumes everything else in her life. One of the most infamous moments that proves just how deep that obsession goes. That time she literally forgot her own daughter at a hotel in Paris? Yes, really. Back in 2014, after one of her Paris Fashion Week appearances, Kim was caught on camera walking out of the hotel alone, only to turn right back around and come out minutes later with Little Northwest in tow.
Bye-bye, have a safe flight.
See this here?
Une photo, please.
On reprend la place,
Have a safe flight, bye-bye, see you next.
The internet exploded with theories, and while Kim later tried to shut down the backlash on Instagram by posting a story that she didn't forget North, saying she simply wanted a few solo shots because their outfits didn't match, fans weren't buying it. According to her, it was a strategic fashion moment, not a parenting slip. But honestly, no one was convinced. The truth is, North was just a toddler at the time, and it's not like she chose her outfit herself. The idea that Kim prioritized aesthetics over walking out with her daughter didn't sit well with people, and it only fueled the growing belief that fashion might just be her real first love. And who can forget the unforgettable Marilyn Monroe dress moment at the 2022 Met Gala? Kim went to extreme lengths to fit into the iconic decades-old gown. She reportedly lost 16 pounds in 3 weeks and could only wear the dress for a few minutes on the carpet before changing into a replica.
I tried it on and it didn't fit me. And so I looked at them and I said, give me 3 weeks. And I had to lose 16 pounds down today to be able to fit this. But it was such a challenge. It was like a roll.
Right.
I was
You're
determined.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
determined to
but
fit
when
it.
you put your mind to something, you were eating tomatoes.
I don't think they believe me. I don't think they believe that I was going to do it. And I did it.
You did it. You absolutely did it.
But the real kicker? She told her own sister Kylie not to touch it. According to multiple sources and behind-the-scenes footage, Kim was visibly nervous and super protective of the dress, reminding everyone how seriously she takes her fashion statements, even if it means side-eyeing her own family.
Tell Kylie, don't touch a thing in there. I know you have the money to pay for it, but that's besides the point. Wait, I'm gonna make a huge announcement. I will go so crazy on everyone if they touch one thing in this room. These photographs, this makeup, it cannot be touched. The sweater, no food, no drinks. If you have to sneeze, go in the other room. Literally, I'm not even joking. If you have to cough, go in the other room.
At this point, Kim's obsession with fashion is legendary, sometimes controversial, but always headline-worthy. Her latest appearance at Fashion Week has fans and critics alike genuinely confused, and not in a good way. This time, the reaction isn't about how daring, iconic, or ahead of the curve she is. It's about how different she looks. And not just in terms of the outfit, but in a way that has people asking, where is the Kim we know? From the moment she stepped out, something felt off. Gone was the usual confidence, the commanding presence, the fierce, I own this energy she usually brings to any major fashion event. Instead, fans noticed a strange stiffness in her movement, a face almost too frozen, and a look that didn't quite align with her usual fashion narrative. Some people even questioned if her outfit was wearing her this time rather than the other way around. The look itself was a stark departure from her signature silhouettes. It wasn't just minimal or avant-garde. It felt almost like a character.
Wow, beautiful. Wow, beautiful. Wow, beautiful. Wow, beautiful. Wow, beautiful. Wow, beautiful.
Some speculated she was going for a futuristic cyber doll theme, while others wondered if it was simply an extreme attempt to stand out in a crowd where shock value is the currency. And while Kim has always had a chameleon-like ability to shift her style, this time the shift felt jarring. Fans flooded comment sections saying she looked unrecognizable and detached, with some even asking if she was trying to erase her old image entirely. For a woman who's built her empire on being both aspirational and relatable, the disconnect didn't go unnoticed. To add to the noise, insiders claimed she was unusually quiet backstage, avoiding cameras and keeping interactions minimal. Now, the rumors aren't just about Kim's look, they're about the brand too. Previously, Balenciaga faced massive backlash for a campaign accused of referencing child pornography. The controversy sparked widespread outrage, and under pressure, Kim Kardashian also addressed it, calling the images disturbing.
The Balenciaga thing, it was like, everyone was like, why aren't you speaking out? Why aren't you speaking out? And I'm like, wait, I'm not in this campaign. I don't know what's happening. Let me take a minute to research this. And then as soon as I saw what everyone was seeing on the internet and the reality of the situation, I completely spoke out and gave my thoughts on child porn and completely denounced it. But because I didn't say, fuck you, Balenciaga, that's it, people got mad at that. So it's like, they're mad if I don't speak out. They're mad if I do speak out and if I don't cancel. They're just mad that if you don't cancel someone in today's society, then it's just can't, I know people talk about cancel culture and how crazy it is, but it's still happening.
Now, in the middle of all this fashion chaos, fans are drawing some very pointed comparisons, specifically between Kim and Kanye West's current wife, Bianca Censori. And honestly, the similarities are getting hard to ignore. From the ultra-structured outfits to the experimental silhouettes and icy, almost robotic glam looks, people are starting to wonder, is Kim low-key pulling inspiration from Bianca? It's no secret that Bianca has become known for her risque, avant-garde looks, sometimes barely their outfits, sometimes full-body sculptural fashion that screams art piece over practicality. And suddenly, Kim is showing up to Fashion Week in equally unconventional, borderline uncomfortable ensembles that completely depart from her usual sensual but soft aesthetic. Coincidence? Fans don't think so.
However, a few fans thought she was stealing Bianca's look after they viewed Kim's latest outfit.
I know you guys are gonna hate me for this, and you're gonna hate us.
They shared their opinions on a popular Kardashian-themed Reddit forum. The original poster said, "Her creative vision is screaming for help. It's like she wants to recall his BDSM desires by wearing weird stuff like Bianca, but won't fully commit because it isn't her," one fan pointed out. A second added, "If there's anything we know about Kim, is that she says copy-paste to a lot of things." A third revealed Bianca inspired much. A fourth joked her trying to impress Kanye.
I don't care who you are, how you know, but when you don't get it from someone else, that's self-made.
This isn't the first time people have clocked Kim possibly trying to reclaim the spotlight. Her appearance at the Grammy Awards earlier this year had the same energy. The media frenzy around Bianca and Kanye's bizarre public appearances has shifted the fashion conversation in a new direction, and some believe Kim is reacting to that in real time. After all, Kim has always been hyper-aware of her image, especially when it comes to staying ahead of the curve. And in true Kardashian fashion, she's doing it the only way she knows how, with controversy, attention, and an outfit no one can stop talking about. But what do you think? Should Kim be held accountable for supporting Balenciaga again, or is it time to move on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Everything is my decision, and Kylie and I, we loved collaborating.